I've just been washing my Wellington boots because we went for a walk yesterday over the fields and it was pretty muddy. Now, if we were in Israel, we wouldn't be wanting to wear Wellington boots. They'd be far too hot. We'd be wearing sandals instead. But even then, when you're walking around all day in a hot country with sandals on, your feet can get pretty sweaty and they can just get covered in dust. And in Jesus' time, the farmers would also drive their sheep and their cattle, their cows, down through the villages to the market. So you can imagine tiptoeing through all the muck that they've left behind. Your feet can end up really filthy. First thing you would do when you got home was to kick off your sandals and you would wash your feet. You don't want to bring your dirty, smelly feet indoors. This was especially important if someone invited you to their home to have some food. Now, in those days, they didn't have tables that much. What they would do is they'd lay out a rug or a mat and put the food laid out onto the mat. And everybody would sit round the mat. And it'd sit a little bit like this. You could prop yourself up. You'd tuck your feet behind you, just like this. It was considered rude to show off your feet. And you could reach in and take the food from the bowls. Now, the person who's invited you into the home to have food doesn't want you to feel uncomfortable because you've got dirty, smelly feet. They don't want you feeling embarrassed. And the person sitting next to you, they don't want to be sitting next to your dirty, smelly feet either. So what the person would do is, as their guests arrived, they would give them a bowl and a jug of water, and they would give them a towel. So everybody, as they came into your home, they could kick off their sandals and wash their feet so they're nice and clean and feel very comfortable about sitting down and having food with you. But the point is, you washed your own dirty feet. Nobody was going to do that for you. Only one person could be made to wash somebody's feet. If the person was rich enough, they might have servants, and it could be the servant's job to go around and do this horrible job of washing everybody's dirty, smelly feet. Just before the very first Easter, Jesus and his friends, the disciples, did something that Jewish people do every single year. They met together to eat a special meal called Passover. The room had been prepared and Jesus and his friends arrived. Then Jesus did something that really shocked them. Well, the first thing he did was he took off his outer jacket, and then he took a towel and he wrapped it around his waist. Then, with a bowl and a jug of water, he went round, knelt down and washed his disciples' feet. They were absolutely shocked and appalled by what Jesus was doing. He was behaving like a servant. And Peter spoke up. "Lord, you're not going to wash my feet?" And Jesus said to him, "Peter, let me do this. I'm trying to show you something." And Peter said, "Well, if you're going to wash my feet, wash my whole body as well." Jesus said, "Your body doesn't need washing. I'm doing something here because I'm trying to show you something. I'm trying to teach you something. You call me Lord and King, and rightly so. That's what I am. But I am also here to be a servant. And if I'm prepared to be a servant, I want you to follow my example. You must never believe that you are too important or too special to serve other people. I want you to be like me. I want you to become a servant towards everybody." Now, let's spend a moment thinking about that story. What was it that struck you most? Why do you think that the disciples reacted in the way that they did? What do you think Peter was thinking? What made him say these things to Jesus? We're going to press pause now. Let's spend some time thinking about those questions.
On the Thursday night before Easter, churches sometimes have a feet washing service when Christians wash each other's feet. They do it to remember what King Jesus did, and that they should remember to love and serve other people, even if it is a messy or difficult thing. They do it to remember that they should never think that they are too important to serve other people in this sort of way. Listen to this prayer, and if you want to, you can say Amen at the end. Thank you, God, for the example of Jesus, who was prepared to do anything for other people and never felt that he was too important to do a dirty job. Amen.